Let's see what we get in this energy here. Yeah. This coming Friday gonna be good for you. This coming Friday. It's gonna be good for you. You can see this video on Friday. It's a good day for you. Period. No weapon formed against us collective shall prosper. It won't work. You could like the rapper Lil Boosie. Period. Divine Masculine. You could have a Boosie fade. Okay, you could be a Barbara here. You could be like, you don't play about keeping that hair cut pristine. Period. Your spirit animal could be the fox here. Yeah, you could like older model cars. Period. You working. I mean, you might be. The number 6, it shows me the possibility. You could be a Virgo. Virgo rules the 6th house. You could be a Leo. Leo rules the 5th house. You could be in your 50s, 56. You could be attractive. Something looking good concerning your work. You could be a scientist. I mean, the number 56 can show somebody that's into science. Could be a scientist, DNA. You could be an analogy. You could be analytical. You could be somebody who overthinks here. Somebody may have been jealous of you. That's here. Oh boy. Yeah, the enemy. I mean, they definitely could be enemy energy. They show up as a thief. The thief, number 39. Wow. They low vibrational, the number 56. Jeez. Low vibrational thief. Well, the thief is low vibrational. They may have been jealous of you here. Wow. You may like the singer Aaron Hall. He got a song called I Miss You. Okay, period. You could be 42 years old. Period. Ooh, 777 jackpot. Somebody jealous of a successful person. We've seen this before, Spirit. Your name could be Tamara. Yeah. Tamara. You could be in Kingston, Jamaica. Maybe you were in Kingston back in 92. Maybe 72. Your name could be Bob. Barbara. Barbara. You could be in Barbados. Barbados. Period. Wow. I see the number 57. Spiritual records are here. 2027. We are already in the future. We are the future. The future is now. In the future. You're already in the future. You may like that movie Back to the Future. You may like the rapper Future. You could be futuristic. You could be ahead of your time. I channeled this earlier. Scorpio Pisces. Wow, you're ahead of your time. You may like that movie Remember the Titans. I've been channeling football pretty strong this week. Divine Masculine, you like to play football? Wow. You could be 25 years old. You may like to fish. Divine Masculine. You may like to fish. Divine Feminine, you may like baked fish. The fish can show prosperity. You could be a fisherman. Look at the fisherman. I get disciples energy. You could be God's child here. Period. Yes. You had an enemy. It literally says enemy. The enemy was jealous of you. The enemy is a pleasure seeker. 3 people, perhaps. They were an enemy to a sweetheart. What? Okay. They were an enemy to a fisherman here. Dang. They wanted a dark cloud to hover upon you? Or they were some sort of dark cloud energy. Some sort of dark time here. You may like the late actor River Phoenix. You could be an actor or actress. They bullied you. A pleasure seeker bullied you. There was an attempt to do it. It's possible. They were jealous of you. They more on the street side. The number 3 can show this. They're on that street side. They for the streets. This one of those. This one of those. I'll beat anybody ass that looks at me. Damn, I can't. My eyes are just kind of like that's them. That's them right there. Okay, this one of those people that they'll probably just cuss people out in the street for no damn reason. You just walking by their ass. Okay, did I tell you to walk this way? Like this seems to be like the arrogance on this person. Your name could be Joy. Rejoice and be glad. You could be connecting to the disciples of Jesus Christ. Literally. They could be like a part of your spiritual team here. Yeah, with the death energy. The energies will always match. Ancestor energy. You're growing and you're developing here. You could be feeling good today. Emotional wellness. We cannot neglect our emotional wellness. If we gotta cry, cry. We're in Pisces season. Pisces, they literally rule over that. You could be very emotional at this time. We're in a new moon of Pisces. The sun position is in Pisces. Oh my goodness. Where's Mars at today? My goodness. Yeah, it's heavy energy here. Dang. So I channeled, this is one guy in some cases. They had an issue with you having some sort of joy, some harmony, some sort of growth, development, happiness, wellness. There was some sort of attempt to cause an ending to this, or they were in some sort of darker energy regarding this. This shows jealousy. Period. Jealous over your money. The number 42 can show us that you're wealthy. The number 42 is somebody wealthy. Literally. They're attractive. The wealthy person is very attractive too. The number 58. 2023 stands out pretty strong. You could be in Baltimore. You may like the rapper Charlie Baltimore. Divine Feminine, you could be pretty. Yeah, they were pretty jealous here. They jealous you turned your dreams into reality. You turned your dreams into reality. You literally put the work in. The number's 56. I don't know. Maybe this message resonates. Take all these messages how they resonate. You turned your dreams into reality. Yeah, you could be 22 years old. Your name could be Bridget. You may like the movie Bridget Jones's Diary. Is it Bridget Jones? She's so funny in that movie. Bridget Jones' Diaries. Period. You could have a diary here. You could be in Compton, Harlem. Damn, the Hamptons. You could have made it out of. Hey, you could have had some humble beginnings. Period. Wow. You could be in the Bronx currently. You could be a Libra female. You could like the rapper Cardi B. You could be very beautiful, divine feminine. I'm trying to tell you. Somebody was jealous of you. Period. You turned your dreams into reality. 1993 is here. 1999 is here. 1985 is here. 1983. You could be an 80s baby. 1983. You could be in Portland. Period. Wow. You're a pretty big deal here. I see the dinosaur. Somebody wanted you to go extinct here with the death energy. Maybe they had hope that you have some sort of fall off, misadventure, failure, or ruin. The dinosaurs can show us this. Wow, this is a guy in some cases. Your name could be Heaven. You could be a Virgo male. September the 16th. You're fantastic. You may like that movie Fantastic Four. Period. You could have been born in 84. 83 is here. 82 is here. 84 is here. 85 is here. 89 is here. You could be an 80s baby. Hey, 80s babies. Look at the 80s. You survived some stuff. You made it through the 80s. Man. The crack epidemic, the AIDS epidemic, the 80s. Where Pluto hit Scorpio. The AIDS epidemic. Scorpio is a sign of sex. Please make sure you wear your condoms. Period. You could have been born in 71. Where is Pluto at today? Pluto is Scorpionic energy. Period. You could be a Scorpio. Wow. Your name could be Deborah. Hey, Deborah. You could have been born in 93. 92 is here. 93 is here. 95 is here. 99. You could be, hey, a 90s baby. Hey, 90s babies. You may like the rapper Juvenile. Somebody was childish. They were jealous of you. Yeah. I mean, it's all possible. Oh, my goodness. You could be a political powerhouse. Maybe you're meant to be a president, politician. Maybe you're meant to be in the Senate, the legislation. Is something here about your prominence, your influence, you're an influencer, you're influential. People know you. You could be well known. Wow. You could be a female actress. Your name could be Rebecca. Wow. You could have been born March the 8th, 1989. That's Pisces. Wow. Pisces. Pisces shows us you pursuing your dreams. You turned your dreams into reality. The 11th house reveals it. The 11th house, the house of wishes. The 11th house is the house of stars as well. Wow. Dang. You're a star here? Your star is pretty bright here. Look, is that a crocodile or alligator? He could be keeping an eye on you. You may see him in the spirit. I mean, you may have the ability to do it. If you see him, if you see the crocodile, just know that he could show you an enemy. The enemy was jealous of you here. Yeah. If you see like the alligator kind of like moving towards you, that could be like them plotting. They on the move. The enemy on the move. If the alligator's kind of sitting still, that means they're plotting. The alligator can show you this. If he's chasing you, there's some sort of active situation. Dang. 999. Yeah, some sort of attempt to cause some sort of ending with the death energy. Or they may have just had this dark thought about it. You know? I hope they fail. You're already at the top. I don't know. They wanted you to fall from the top here. They didn't want you to get to the top, reach the top. This is a dangerous person to have around you, too. This could have been somebody you had around you. Imagine you have some sort of accident. They would probably push you. Ooh, this giving me push you over the ledge type. Man, somebody in their 30s, 33-year-old man. 57-year-old man. Somebody born in 71, 72, 78, 79. Period. West Virginia. 73. March the 11th, 1973. 93 shows them being a thief. 37 is our Heavenly Father. Our Heavenly Father is aware of a thief here. The thief is jealous of you. Period. The thief is a guy in this situation. They wanted it steal or be some sort of problem. The number 9 can show this. Steal your joy. The color yellow can show this. The color yellow can show us confidence, happiness. I mean, that's how I see it. This is a dirty bird. You may like that movie Misery. They're miserable. This is a miserable karmic energy. Somebody born in 73, 74, 79. If you look at that movie Misery, you see she was pretty dangerous. Kathy Bates was kind of, no, she wasn't kind of. She was psycho. She was crazy. She was crazy in that movie. Wow. I see Jupiter here and Saturn. Jupiter and Saturn. Saturn trying to steal from Jupiter. Saturn shows them being undisciplined concerning financial matters. Trying to take something that don't belong to them. Stick their nose where it doesn't belong. They all in your business. Your financial matters. They invested their time into pocket watching you, causing you to have some sort of financial loss or ruin. The number 48 indicating that they were dangerous. Dangerous to Jupiter. Jupiter is your abundance. For some people, this is somebody you. This is a karmatic energy that could be an ex of yours. Somebody born in 81. 2 people. 81. Dark battle. 81 can show a dark battle. To money. The number 2 can show the money. You being the money. You being the prosperous, abundant one here. Let's see what else is here. You could be on a shrimp boat or you could own a business. I get Forrest Gump energy here. Despite the odds, Forrest Gump was very successful. Period. Period. Somebody may have thought you were slow. That they could push you around. Bully you. Dang. Because you somebody who don't bother nobody. They thought they had some. Let's just keep it moving here. Once again we see the bullies doing what bullies do. But bully. Okay, that's what they do. They're Saturn. Saturn with the 6th house. You could have Saturn and Virgo. You could have Saturn and Virgo. They could get fired here. You have Saturn and Virgo. They could get sick too. Saturn and Virgo. Saturn, he governs diseases. Virgo rules the house of health. Literally. It's no mystery. But the 12th house, letting us see Saturn, somebody in the darker energy of Saturn. But Saturn can show us they lack discipline. You just bothering the collective here. You jealous of the collective here. You wanted to be opposition. You were radical opposition to the collective. They were radical opposition. The opposition was radical. They could be like a naturalized, they could have citizenship here, or they could be like an immigrant. The 6th house can show this as well. 6th house, it can show this. It can, more specifically, Jupiter. He rules over foreigners. Sagittarius is a sign of foreigners. Jupiter is a sign of foreigners. But Virgo can show this as well. Dang, this could be an immigrant here. Your name could be Emmett, R.I.P. Emmett Till. They may have committed a hate crime. Yeah, there was a challenge. They may have traveled across a body of water to maybe pay somebody or have some sort of work done, some dark work. Mercury letting us see it. Wow. Somebody born in the 70s, 71 stands out the most. This could be somebody that's older than you. They don't have to be, but they could be. This is an immigrant here that called somebody from their home country, or they've traveled to their homeland. I don't know. That's here. They could have some sort of obsession with you. The number 8 can show obsession. Your money, your capital, your investments, your resources. Scorpio rules resources. I mean, Scorpio kind of governs other people's resources. Scorpio can show you assets, wills, deeds. That's Scorpionic energy. Dang, the occult. Ooh. Some sort of contract, and they invested in something. You could be somebody that's prominent, influential. There's something about sex erotica here. Scorpio rules this. It's no mystery, but Scorpio rules sex. This is somebody who could have a sex addiction, that could have some sort of obsession with you. Yeah, I see the word stalking, the underworld. Stalking the underworld. They could have STD. I see Kundalini energy. This is somebody who could have a a pineal gland or some sort of overactive sacral energy. They could be a sex addict. Chronic addiction. Addicted. This could be somebody that's some sort of addict. They could be an immigrant. The immigrant is the devil. Born in 1991. 91 shows a masculine. The number 5 can show them being a prostitute or, paying for those type of services. Number 76. The number 76, the 6th house with the 7th house. They could have done work on their partner, their former partner. The number 76 reveals it. This could be an ex. The number 7 rules partnerships. The number 6 rules work. Work on a partner, former partner. They work, them and their partner, on you perhaps. Some sort of dark intentions they had. A jealous person. Your business is growing. Jupiter can show your business growing. They were all in your business. You may not have known this ex of yours was even keeping up with you. You may not have had no kind of concerns or care that they even existed. But they may have been all up in your business. Pocket watching you. Period. They could be a full-fledged sex addict. Some sort of demon, sex demon. A sex demon had an obsession with you. This is what it's given. A sex demon had an obsession with you. A sex demon had an obsession with you. A sex demon's obsession with you. That should be a title of a movie. I don't think they can release it like that, huh? Release. No pun intended. Look, there go Leo. Leo rules the house of pleasure. Scorpio rules the house of sex. The 5th house with the 8th house. They could be superficial. Okay, period. Egotistical. Proud. This is a show off. Let's see what else is here. The show off is bad here. They were jealous of you. This is a man in some cases. Okay. Period. He hating. You could be a Scorpio female. They were hating real hard. Your biggest hater could have been a guy. Divine feminine. Divine masculine. Your biggest hater could have been a female. Take this message how it resonates. You working. Working stability. It's on your pathway. You work, you get paid. The number 27. You could be the official person. Somebody was thinking about you. Looks like they traveled. The ship can indicate foreign travel. The ship can indicate riches. They were thinking about a rich person. The rich person being an official person. Okay. You being a rich person. It's on your pathway. You marrying a rich person? Courtship. It's on your pathway. You could be married to somebody wealthy. Rich. Stable. You could be mature. Virgo. Your spirit animal could be the wolf. The wolf pack. Go study the wolf pack. Look how the wolf pack, they take care of their own. You could be somebody that takes care of your people. Scorpio, male, Scorpio, female, they're here. Hey, Scorpios. Period. Wow. The number 4 with the number 7. The number 4 can show some sort of hidden connection that an immigrant could have with somebody from their country that they may have contacted to do some sort of dark spells on you. Hey, it's here. Be open to healing information. They're unhealed. They are unhealed. They could have a disease. Look at the flower. The flower can indicate disease. Be open to healing information. They could be sick here. They didn't listen to their intuition. They're in the Knight of Wands' energy. The Knight of Wands can indicate. The Knight of Wands can show you somebody. He can show you somebody for the streets, highly promiscuous, can't keep it in his pants. She can't keep her legs closed. The Knight of Wands can show. He literally represents this. Yes. Divine feminine, you could be pregnant. The fish can indicate pregnancy. Period. Congratulations. Pregnancy can indicate prosperity. Congratulations. You're prosperous. You're abundant. You could be a high priestess, divine feminine, spiritually gifted. Wow. Sagittarius. Ooh, very pretty. September 15th, Virgo. December the 12th, Sagittarius. Virgo shows the work. Sagittarius shows your paycheck. You work, you get paid. Period. Somebody's passions are out of control. There's a Knight of Wands here. They passions are ignited. They could be like a sex demon. Somebody who can't control themselves. They have some sort of lack of control. You know how if a man can't control that type of aspect of him, that's a strong indication of somebody that could potentially be just a problem for you in the end. Yeah. Yeah. Look at the rat. The rat can show disease. The flower with the rat. Knight of Wands. They could be sick with a disease. They've probably had a few of them. They could probably have a few of them now. You could be in Ukraine. Your name could be Erica. Your name could be Dick. Dick and Jane. You may like that movie. Your favorite actor could be Jim Carrey. Period. You could be legendary. Hey, legends. Hey, you may like that movie Legends of the Fall. They try to make a legend fall. The fuck? It's a strong no. The legend is of high honor. The official person. They're wealthy. The fuck? Take this message how it resonates. Your name could be Raven. Look at the Raven. You may see the crow. You may see the Raven. You may see 4 of them. 4 to 20 of them. Hey, this could be like birds of a feather. They flock together. A lot of people may have talked about you, worked together against you. The Raven, he can show this. The rat can show that they're sick. Okay. The wolf can show some sort of a deception. A wolf in sheep's clothing. They're a ravenous wolf. Hey, maybe they picked on you. Maybe you're by yourself. They thought you could be like the lone wolf. Oh, she by herself. He by himself. We could take them, all 10 of us. Okay. Yeah, you know you powerful. They all have to team up to go against you. Dang, that's jacked up. You could be the wealthy man here. You got a courtship with a wealthy man, Divine Feminine. They're a Scorpio. They're in the higher vibration of Scorpio. They show up as the eagle. The eagle. You're not messing with this eagle. He should not come down. He usually doesn't have to. Usually he just raises his vibration. His enemy can't go, they can't go that high. His enemy is the crow pecking at the eagle. We've seen this before. Ugh, my goodness. Time is running out on them. The rat can show time running out. They may have set some sort of time restraint or constraint, or they try to call a shot here. An ending? The fuck? I think not. It's a strong no. Dang. It's possible that they had that intention. They were jealous of you here. The rat. Dang. The rat pack. So we got the rat pack and we got a flock of crows. What they call a murder? The murder. Isn't that what you call a flock of birds? A murder? Go look it up. A flock. Birds of a feather, they flock together. These people were flocking together. They could be cold. The energy of like ghosts is around them. This could show them being devoid of empathy. Dark, mean-spirited. You could like the rapper Boss Man D-Lo. You could be the boss man. Boss mama. Boss mama pregnant by the boss man. You could be a part of a power couple. Period. Divine Feminine, she's so pretty here. My goodness. Thank you, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is here. The spirit animal of the dove is here. You could have the Holy Spirit here. The dove can show the Holy Spirit. It's no secret, but we see the moon energy. Somebody didn't know that you had Jesus Christ as the great teacher. He's with you. He could be interceding for you, literally. Dang, you know if Jesus had to step in, oh, they were bad. He doesn't only have to step in when somebody is bad, but he definitely protects his people. Oh boy. There's a fox. Jesus Christ is aware of a fox. The fox is a rat. The rat is sick. There's a flock of them. We see the raven. Period. They flock together. Period. These could be people in your family. These could be exes of yours, old love interests. These are karmatic energies from your past in some cases. Did they want to cause some sort of imprisonment? The number 2. I feel like this imprisonment with the number 2, and especially with the number 9, indicating they wanted you to have some sort of financial constraints. Period. Some sort of malfunction regarding your finances. Something not right or adding up regarding your finances. The number 2 with the number 9 can show this. The number 2 with the number 1 is a financial battle. Period. Basically giving somebody that's financially astute a hard time here because they were jealous of them. They could have been using a cat in their spiritual practices, or there's something about a black cat. The black cat can show you being damn protected here. Yeah, they may have done something forbidden. The apple shows us with the coffin. Death magic? Death magic, perhaps. They had a team of people. Yeah. Maybe, 6 people. I told you they flocking. You could like the rapper Sauce Walker, Waka Flocka. They could be on a strong drug, K2, Flocka. They could be on Molly, meth, all kind of drugs. Barbiturates. Dang. You come from a privileged community. I feel like that could show heaven. You may have been, your parents, they may have actually been pretty well off. I mean, your kids could be well off because of you now. But you may have had humble beginnings. Take this message how it resonates. My goodness. They were expecting the ending. They were expectation, coffin, strategy. The strategy was to cause the ending to a privileged person. These are some bums, bro. This is bummy behavior. This is somebody in bad health. They got a disease from their lover. Bad health lover. Boom. It came out pretty heavy in this message. They got some sort of disease from a lover. Maybe one of their lovers. They may not even know which lover they got it from. They could have gave it to somebody else. Spreading diseases out here. Oh boy. Your name could be Abigail. You may have to go to court here. Probate court. That could indicate Scorpio. Probate court is Scorpio energy. Because that indicates somebody may have named you as a trust. You could be a named person on a trust of it. You could be a beneficiary on the name of a trust. That's Scorpio's energy. Especially with the expectation with the coffin. That's Scorpio's energy. Scorpio rules over the death energy. They may have intentionally tried to cause an ending. This could be your baby father in some cases that done something forbidden. Period. This could be a sibling of yours that done something forbidden. Take the message how it resonates. A community of birds, a community of a flock. Okay, the flock is a community. They flocking together. Sauce Walker. Go listen to some of his music. I know he's a Cancer man here. You could be a rapper here. Take time and reflect. They could be thinking about some shit they done now. This Mercury retrograde, they could be thinking about it now. Like, what the hell? Damn, I was into something deep. They were into something deep, or they should have reflected. Like, are you sure you want to take? This is a drastic type of situation you're trying to cause here because you're jealous. You're jealous of that person's destiny, their purpose, their man, their relationship, their money, their business. You jealous of their business. Why are you worried about their business? You need to reflect. The energy says they needed to reflect here. Okay. Yeah. You minding somebody else's business. Well, the goal was to cause an ending or some sort of affliction because they were jealous. They could be reflecting like, damn, I was kind of psychotic right there, wasn't I? Okay, they could be reflecting on this now that they're sick. Okay, now that they're on their sick bed, they're reflecting how they hunted you or they're in some sort of hunter's energy concerning you. They got a community together to try to sting your ass. You could have high self-esteem. They could be reflecting like, damn, I was kind of out there. I was bizarre. Your name could be Harper. You could be an editor at a magazine. Maybe you're featured in a magazine. Maybe your story is going to make the news. Your name could be Blanche. You may like the show The Golden Girls. You could be traveling here, Divine Feminine. Safe travels. You're a deer. You show up as a deer. The deer can show somebody mild, meek. Period. That's just how I see it. There was a thief of privilege here. The thief tried to steal from privilege. There's a female, there's a guy. They're thieves. Period. Thieves. A den of thieves. A flock of crows. A Harlem of heathens. The heathens. The heathens. They were some heathens right here. Like they never been around nobody successful. They ain't never been around nobody with some decency, some elegance, class. Like just decent folk. These don't look like the type of people that's been around decent folk, or they don't know how to act around decent folk. These are the roguish types. You can't have these type of people around. They roguish. Yes, they show up as roguish here. Damn, you can't take these motherfuckers nowhere. You can't. They'll try to steal, rob, hurt. They may not be civilized. Dang. They may not be civilized here. Civil court, probate court. That's all Scorpionic energy. This could be a relative. Wow. They may have done root work. There was a strategy. There was a strategy. The uncivilized human being had a strategy to cause an ending because they were jealous. They were jealous of an official person who just happens to be wealthy. They were plotting schemes on them. You don't have to kill your dreams plotting schemes on a man. Tupac told y'all back in 93, 92. He told y'all. You don't have to kill your dreams plotting schemes on a man. You see what he said? Keep your head up, legs closed, eyes open. Either you wear your rubber or you die smoking. This could be a man that ain't, they done caught something. They got a bad one. He caught a bad one. He could have caught a bad one. He ain't wear his rubber. Ooh, viewer discretion advised. You could have some gifts. Transform and unveil your gifts. They could have came after a privileged person that's gifted. The gifted privileged person is the official person who's wealthy. They got on your path here. These rogues. These are roguish people. For some people, it's people in their own family. Yeah. People that got children with. People that were cordial with. Period. People that were acquaintances with. Bitch, you just an acquaintance. Yeah, you just somebody I met at the grocery store. I mean, some of these people are literally just that. These are elders. These are elders. Older people. Your name could be David. Elder. Your name could be Sage. Dang. You could have been born in 91, 96, 95. Your name could be Aaron. Your name could be David. Your name could be Moses. Your name could be Abraham. Your name could be Isaac. Your name could be Jacob. Your name could be Joseph. Your name could be Esau. Your name could be Jacob. You could be a Scorpio. Scorpio been dominating these readings. But if you think about it, I don't care what reading you watch. The reader is talking about Scorpio. They're either talking about the good end of Scorpio or the bad end of Scorpio. But it's Scorpio energy. Nonetheless. You could be a 33-year-old Scorpio. Dang, they have some sort of concern with your work. How to disturb this. That's the concern. They were disturbed by your work. They didn't like what you do for work. Are they your boss? Did they employ you? Did they terminate you? Did they reprimand you for some sort of incompetence concerning your work? Do they write your paycheck? Everybody got opinions. Okay? They may have tried to sabotage your work. Some sort of attempt to possibly sabotage your work. Occupation concern. They had some sort of concern about your occupation. Maybe some sort of gift that you get. We see the flower, roses, donations, tips, opportunities, money. You could be in Las Vegas. You could have security. Surround yourself with protective energy. They had concerns about this, or they should have. They should have been concerned with that. It don't look like they reflected much here. These are elders. In some cases, it just keeps coming out. It shows the ancestors as well. Move beyond certain ancestral They didn't move beyond certain ancestral. They had ancestors like this. They're supposed to move beyond certain ancestral patterns. This person has some sort of this karmatic energy. They have an overactive sacral chakra, literally. Your name could be Grace. They had an expectation of a bad situation to be the outcome. They set that in motion for the outcome to be bad because they were jealous. Basically, you're graceful here. Graceful in movements. You could have a nice body, Divine Feminine. Just the way you carry yourself, perhaps. You're graceful in your movements. You could like that movie Good Will Hunting. Is that the name of it? Good Will Hunting. Dang. You could like the late actor Robin Williams. Robin Williams movies. Maybe you're watching some of his movies. He was so freaking gifted. Let's see what else is here. Marlon Brando. He just came through like, okay, hello Marlon Brando. Okay, maybe you're watching some of his movies. Didn't he box in a movie before? Go look it up, collective. Ancestors are here. The death energy. King of Wands. Marlon Brando. Go look up his information here. I'm not too sure. Okay. But go look up his information. Wow, you're defending your beliefs? You had to defend what you believe in here? Like what this is weird. Somebody was supposed to cut something out here, or they may have tried to eliminate. Man, somebody that's graceful here. Some sort of attempt to cause some sort of imbalance, injustice. Somebody who's committed and devoted to their mission. Your name could be Jay. You could be a pretty important high priestess. You have the gift of sacred sight. Some people do. This seer can see in the spirit. This oracle is the seer who can see in the spirit. Dang. There may have been some sort of attempt to cause some sort of alteration to your ability to see in the spirit. Your birthday could be January 26, 1972. Yeah, they try to sting you. Look, Hunter B. Hunter is the bee. The bee was to sting. Hunter wanted the bee to sting you. Maybe in the springtime. Your last name could be Goodwin. You could like the actor Brooke Shields. Actress Brooke Shields. You could be wise. Aaron Carter, R.I.P. Aaron Hall. You may be listening to his music. Your name could be Aaron. You could be running some errands today. Dang. They wanted the light to be not protected. Protect light. The light is protected. The wise light protected. You could be wise. You could be a light worker. You're protected. Somebody may have tried to track you down in the spirit, hunt you down. They were in some sort of predator type of energy. Look at they were trying to force a tower on you. They were trying to force you into some form of violence here. Just facts. Damn, they wanted to hurt the light. You could be a shaman. This is the second time I see this today. Some sort of root work was done on an earth sign. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Damn, they try to do earth magic on an earth sign. You could be a shaman. Yeah, they did. It's possible. They were committed to... Somebody's jealousy got the best of them here. There's a karmic energy whose jealousy got the best of them in this situation. They went way out. They went way out here. Somebody who could be an elder who didn't have no control over themselves. This is a community of fake people. There's a female here. There's a guy here. They flocking together here. They're in the endings energy. This is a female in your family. The house can show this. They're in poverty. The Poe house. Behind the scenes, they burnt the bridge. This could be a relative that burnt the bridge with you. Take the message how it resonates. They use some sort of spiritual know-how in a way that would be deemed detrimental in this situation. Now it's possible. They could be a copycat of yours. Take the message how it resonates. You could like the actress Vivica A. Fox. You could have a vivid imagination. You could be a Pisces or a Virgo. Man, somebody was committed to trying to hit you with a tower. They were committed to being violent towards you. This false community, this false person, these false people in the community. They were committed to trying to be violent towards you. The shaman, they tried to hurt the shaman. That's crazy. There's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius in your family. They are violent. Period. Yeah. Let's see what else is here. Let's go ahead and close this out. Period. You could be in you could be out there in the Hamptons. I keep channeling that. Okay. You put up wherever you put up. Okay, you could be relocating. You could have relocated. You could be relocating pretty soon here. The pregnancy can show this manifestation. Feel loved and be comforted. Somebody wanted you to mother them. Is this your child here? This could be a relative or a sibling. They childish here. Period. You got your own kids to raise here. Now you might. They got kids here. They childish as hell. This person wanted to get your energy. Exchange energy to create abundance for themselves. They were trying to manifest a community of thieves. Period. The fourth house reveals it. They're not stable. They were trying to get stability here. They were trying to exchange energy with an abundant person here to get some sort of manifestation, to create some sort of abundance for themselves here. This is how she's trying to show up here as this pregnant, beautiful, flourishing woman. Okay, period. She's stolen some sort of energy. She's attempted to steal some sort of energy from an official person who shows up as a shaman. The shaman is the light worker. The shaman is the light worker being the privileged one. They have set a trap for this person. They are a rat. She's filthy. It's karmic feminine, 45 years old, filthy. She done something in 2023. Traitor. She shows up as a traitor energy. Period. The traitor is fake. This person wanted a place to stay. They wanted a lease. They wanted something. There's a document here. Contract. Wow. The number 2 is the money. The number 7 is the work. They wanted a job. They wanted your energy to get a job, to get a marriage, to get a wealthy man. The number 2 with the number 7 can show this. That may have been the motive. They filthy. They're the rats. Okay, period. They burnt the bridge. The occupation with the bridge burning. They put the work in to burn the bridge. They burnt the bridge with their relative. This false person. They don't have to be your relative, but they might be. The relative may be. They just may be one. Just maybe a few people that came at this light worker like this. The baby daddy, the relative, the ex-wife, the old co-worker, the man you met in Kroger back in 95. The person you ain't seen since 2018. Oh my goodness gracious. They wanted the shaman's energy. These are sex demons. Sex workers, sex addicts, sex fiends, drug addicts, dope heads, chicken heads. They wanted the energy of a shaman. They tried to exchange energy with a shaman. They wanted the energy of a shaman to create abundance for themselves. They tried to hurt the shaman with the coffin here. They're in poverty. It's on their pathway. They can expect the ending being some sort of poverty. That's the judgment. That's what it's supposed to be. It's like, mind your business. Okay, go find another way to get some damn money. A way that don't include trying to hurt your relative, trying to hurt your neighbor, trying to hurt somebody you ain't seen in 10 years. Period. Yeah. Look at their ancestors. Move beyond certain ancestral habits. They could have had an ancestor that was a thief, main female. Period. They didn't move beyond certain ancestral patterns. Wow. Take this message how it resonates. August 27th could be your birthday. This could be your younger sister. They don't have to be, but they could be. The number 2 can indicate a female here. It's known in the spirit, the number 7. Period. They could actually need help. They could actually have to need you. I channeled this earlier. You tried to sabotage your relative. And you tried to take their energy. You try to be them. You try to become them. In some cases, they try to become, your copycat could be your relative. My goodness gracious. They wanted the energy of a shaman, the sex demon. They tried to hurt this shaman in the spirit. They tried to track, they were in hunter's energy. They had a strategy to hunt. Their relative here in the spirit. This is crazy. They were, something forbidden was done. Something forbidden was done. The goal was to cause an ending. That was the strategy. Shapeshifter. Yeah, some sort of gift that they had that they abused. That keeps coming out. They may have lost a gift. Your name could be Sage. You could be in Belize, Brazil. They wanted a lease, renew the lease. Renew lease. Poverty. New lease. New lease. Keep that dog on a leash. They could be real hoish. Wow, animal. Oh, animal guardian. The energies will always match. Period. They were trying to get a come up. They were trying to use a light worker as a way to get a come up here. That's a dark fish. The raven with the fish. This could be something forbidden. The apple, the raven with the fish can definitely show something that's just dark way they were trying to get some sort of money. This roguish karmic energy. This sick karmic roguish energy. They try to exchange energy with a shaman, a sex demon. Let's see what else is here. Let's go ahead and close it out. They may have victimized their relative. 2022 is here. 2023 stands out. You could be 53 years old. They may have tried to victimize your children. This thief could be your sister. This could be your kid's auntie. Try to victimize. Did she try to victimize her niece and nephew here? My goodness gracious. This could be an auntie. Wow, she need to pray. Okay, period. The thief. The number 36 will show them as a thief. Thief of love. The swan. I see the swan and the dove. I get heaven. Wealthy man. God. Ooh, we seeing Jesus here. They try to imprison high honor. So they try to muddle up something here. There was an attempt to They're so trifling. It don't make no sense. Somebody in their damn 40s trifling. 40-some years old, never done nothing with their life. They show up as a monster, king of the monsters. Wow. Your name could be Dylan. Dylan. Your name could be Daniel. Your name could be T. Yeah, they had a solution. The solution was a strategy. The monster, that is. Yeah, your name could be Matthew. They could wash windows here. They caused you to have some sort of there was some sort of discrepancy. There was some sort of attempt to cause a discrepancy concerning your safety. Period. 6 years ago. This is somebody who may have just a history of targeting you in a spiritual way. It's known in the spirit that they have a history of targeting you. You could be privileged. They keep trying to hurt the privileged one for their life survival here. This is somebody who could have kids. They could be older than you. They're depending on you for their survival here. They're trying to hurt you in order to survive out here, to eat. They see hurting their relative as a way to eat here. That's the only way they can eat here. Trying to hurt their relative. They cold. You see the polar bear. He can show you cold-blooded. He's the most savage of all bears. My goodness. They may have attacked you. Your name could be David. The ancestors are here. They were supposed to move beyond certain ancestral patterns. 11:11 shows this. The number 12 reveals the secret. The secret is the motive, is the official one. You're the official person here. There was a money battle. They tried to battle somebody who worked for their stuff here. You put the work in for your stuff here. This is a sex demon they're inflicted with a disease here. Period. Try to steal your energy. Harm you. Muddle something up regarding your energy. Wow. So we see Mercury. We see the Mercury. They may have wanted you to live in their depressive, poverty energy. They may have stolen your good, abundant, joyful, peaceful, loving-ass energy. They may have thrown their depressive, destructive, despairing energy onto you. There may have been some sort of attempt to do this. There's Jesus Christ. There's Jesus. I told you, he stepped in, guardian angel. Jesus Christ shows up as your guardian angel here. 2024 is here. 2011 is here. 2015. This is a karmic energy that has a history of doing this to people. What's done in the dark comes to the light. Period. They attacked one of Jesus Christ's kids this time. Period. Yep. They're rebellious. The 11th house reveals their dark intentions. This is a dark worker, sex worker. The dark worker is a sex worker. They sick. They could have AIDS, HIV. Take this message how it resonate. They got it from their lover. Look at this. I'm not just making this up. It literally says medicine guardian. Be open to healing information. They may have been trying to steal your good, abundant, healthy energy. Just period. Maybe they wanted to steal that to heal. You walking around here all sad and depressed, and they the one that's out here on their back in seedy motels. And they could be bouncing off the walls, happy and everything. They done stole your energy. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know. Your spiritual team allowed something to happen in this situation. Period. They had to cure the debts. They're in bad health. They wanted a privileged lady to be in bad health. This person could have been projecting heavy depression onto you. Heavy depression. Sadness, depression. You could be a record executive here. Entertainer. 911. A prostitute tried to project their depression onto a shaman here. You could be mature. Dang. That is crazy. You walking around here in energy that is not yours. Not yours. Not your energy. Thank you, Jesus Christ. He loves us. He's committed. He says, I will never leave you nor forsake you. Period. This is a depressed karmic feminine in your family in some cases. At least one of them is. Period. They had a strategy. They in their 40s. The strategy was to prey, Prey, upon Jesus Christ's child. His sheep know his voice. Okay, somebody who belongs to Jesus Christ, they preyed upon. Lover's family. A lover and a family member, perhaps. They both could be in bad health. Take this message how it resonates. Jesus Christ is a wealthy man. Period. He will never leave us nor forsake us. He loves us. Period. You can bet that. Period. They may have made you question your faith. It may not have even been your energy. Quite literally. A prostitute, a harlot, has exchanged energy with a light worker, one of God's kids here? Did they manage to manipulate the situation to steal the light worker's energy here? Expecting lovers' poverty. These lovers can expect poverty, whoever they are. That's the judgment. That's the justice, because that's what they are. Impoverished? You get what you give. You didn't put in on this man. These are people that may not help you, that may not have contributed to your business or anything. This is weird behavior. They can expect poverty because that's what they is, poverty. They don't hold this abundant, prosperous ass energy. This is the message. Wow. They show up as some sort of prostitute type of energy. Let's see what else is here. They may have wanted you to hurt yourself. Have some sort of ending. We see the coughing. They could be coughing. Period. Bad health. They try to use your energy as a rescue here. God is the rescue here. They try to use your energy as a lifeline. God is the lifeline. He's the rescue here. He's the rescue energy here. We are to go to God here. They try to use one of his children here as a lifeline. They were willing to hurt God's child in order to get some sort of have some sort of opportunity here. This sick person, they and your family. The number 4 can reveal family. The number 4 really literally rules the family. More specifically, females in the family. More specifically, a mother. This could be a mother in your family. Look, honor your inner knowing. Medicine mother. Told you. The energies will always match. This is a mother in your family. The mother of your child. A childish mother in your family. Or a childless mother in your family. They may not have children here. They could be childish here. Somebody in your family, 52 years old. Let's see what else is here. Very interesting. Very interesting. The great ape is coming through, the silverback. Period. He could be your spirit animal. He could be keeping an eye on you in the spirit. You may have seen him in the spirit. You know how to see him in the spirit? You got to be pretty cool. The silverback is a wonderful father. Period. He don't play. He keep everybody in line. Okay, there's order here. He gonna make sure. They be trying to fight the females and stuff. The dad has to step in. He like, cut it out. Yeah, somebody chose their path. They chose their path. They try to do something real bad. They're the devil. You have a devil in your family. I mean, you could have a few of them. Period. The devil in your family. 411, this is the message. 411. They chose their direction. They chose to have a strategy against a light worker. That was what they chose. They wanted the energy of this light worker to create abundance for themselves here. They chose to try to make that be their reality here. We see the coffin. The goal was to cause an ending. They may have tried to do some unaliving magic on their relative. They may have tried to do some unaliving magic on their relative. Somebody may have tried to take their relative out. Somebody who they may have tried to take out their high-ranking relative. Somebody who outranks them in the spirit. Bruh. Look at the tower. Tower can show violence. Violent tower. They were committed to causing a violent tower. Or for some sort of tower to be violent. They were violent. They were volatile here. They were committed to it. You could like the rapper C Murder. Okay. Wow. Murder was the case that they gave me. You may like that song. Is that a song? Go look it up. Yeah, you could be a September 29th. Is that Libra? Libra shows justice. They may have done something real bad here. This your relative? September the 18th. This could be an ex of yours as well. Business partner. September the 18th could show a business partner. Especially with the dog being here. Wow. The dog here with the cat. Maybe you wanted to go independent. They wanted you to stay tied to something that you didn't want to stay tied to, or some sort of situation you kind of wanted to be independent here. The dog and the cat can show this. It can show your differences. I mean, you're a light worker. They're not. They're a dark worker. I feel like the cat can. I feel like the cat can show. The cat can show your independence and your free spirit. You can't control this cat. The cat, the cat gonna do what the fuck the cat want to do. The fuck. I don't give a fuck. That's the cat, and that's his energy. They may have been committed to trying to control the narrative concerning somebody who's not meant to be controlled. Everybody not meant to be. You can't control. Somebody may have been trying to control you here. The fuck. They can't even control themselves. They're a sex demon, sex addict. They stung themselves here. Let's see what else is here. They may have attacked your children for sure. Man, a sex addict. This could be like the rogue of the family. The bad seed of the family. They could have brought disdain to your family's name in the spirit. This disdain to your family's name in the spirit. Dang. Your name could be Diamond. You could be, you divine feminine. It keeps coming out. It's something about how you look. Very attractive. Yeah, you could be fearless here. Fearless. There's a good high priestess. There's a bad high priestess. You and your relatives, you and your sibling, y'all could have similar abilities. They use their abilities to be dark. Jesus Christ is with you. He's the Lord energy. He's the Lord, the Messiah. The Messiah is with you. They may have lost an ability here, lost mobility here. They need to leave you alone. Hell, the fuck they thinking? Excuse the language. They were thinking that, hey, I can use my relative as a way to get some here. They were looking at you with the wrong intentions. Cruel Intentions. You may like that movie. Cruel Intentions. They had cruelty here. They showed cruelty. This could be an ex of yours. They were cruel. They showed some sort of cruelty to you. The intent was to call. The strategy shows this. There was a strategy. Okay, let's see what else is here. Let's go ahead and close this out. They have some sort of morbid curiosity. This could be somebody that could be a Scorpio. They could have a fascination with death and endings and trying to cause endings and disasters. This could just be a really twisted, dark person. Sadistic. Scorpio. They were trying to block the energy of prosperity. You already showed up as a very prosperous person. They were trying to get the energy of a very prosperous person. Yeah. You could be an inspiration. Somebody kind of, this is crazy. Somebody tried to force you to tolerate some sort of bad situation here. It's a strong no. Period. They could be experiencing extreme hardship at this time. Or maybe they wanted you to. And maybe you are. Maybe you have experienced extreme hardship. That was never your energy. My goodness, they're Libra. Libra shows justice. If you got Libra in your birth chart anywhere, if your child has Libra positions, they have royally messed up. Libra shows you getting justice. Libra shows you getting justice. You're a mystic woman. Oh, they came after a mystic woman. You could work for the government. Your favorite color could be orange and white. You could be clean, sexually clean. That's the justice. Justice shows up to say, yep, that's about right. That's about right. That's about right. That's about right. That is about right. You clean. This could be a filthy ass relative. What's going on with your relative? This an ex of yours? Somebody your ex is connected to may have really wanted to see you be harmed here. Your ex here and their relative. They may have slandered you. Slander. Slander is here. Slander is a false statement made orally that could damage another person's reputation, which you could sue for that. You could get sued for slander. Perry Mason, okay. Go watch his show. He was a lawyer. Yeah, I was watching the episode and the guy asked him, well, what's the difference between a lie and slander? Well, you could actually sue somebody for slander because that's like making a statement that can literally damage somebody's reputation. Okay, period. There may have been some sort of coven that came after you. Occult practices were used. I get the werewolf energy, the zombie energy, the vampiric energy. You may like that movie Ocean's 11. You could be a rare soul. You may like the movie Michael with John Travolta. You could be an angel. Thank you, Father God, for Archangel Michael. You could have a deep emotional connection with him. He's out now. Michael's doing something now to protect somebody in the kingdom of heaven. He is. That's what he does. He protects God's people. You may like the singer Kirk Franklin. God's nation. Looks stable and secure environment. Told you. I told you. Winning. You're winning. Michael could be keeping you safe. I mean, out now. Michael's doing something right now. He could be literally keeping you safe right now. You already know who this is. It may be a few people, though. I heard a reader say it's so sad. A few of your relatives, a few of them, a few of your relatives may have came after you here. Your true love, their name could be Michael. They could be a Scorpio. Michael, Archangel Michael, he's Scorpio energy. He has to come in. He's Scorpio, he's Jupiter, he's Mars, he's Saturn. He's the discipline. He's the battle planet Mars. Okay, come on, this is Archangel Michael's energy. There's something about the Bohemians. I don't know, the Great Bohemian. Also, Rikers Island. What's the name of those prisoners that they broke out years ago? I can't think of it. Rikers Island or Alcatraz. The Alcatraz, when those prisoners broke out on Alcatraz. Was that back in the 40s or the 50s? Go look it up. Somebody wanted your destiny here. Or they had some sort of a destined person they was trying to steal from. Okay, they were strategizing against you. You could be a good man here. A good man obtaineth favor of God. A wicked man he will condemn. Ooh, somebody could have got condemned. They could have done some spell work that backfired. There's a battle. We see the war. So you see Michael. Archangel Michael comes out. Period. Zadiel, Sarah, Sariel, there's some angels here. Maybe Azrael, the death angel. Oh my goodness gracious. You could like jambalaya. They try to mix the signals up in the spirit. Yeah, they definitely meant something they done. Somebody in their ego. This is an emotional King of Cups in a reverse. Emotional, manipulative, Pisces male. They may have been siphoning your energy. You could be a wealthy person. They were trying to siphon the energy of a wealthy person. You may have even had wealthy people try to siphon your energy. Take the message how it resonates. You could be a great shaman, prophet, prophetess. I get Moses' energy here. Elijah, Daniel. Okay. Period. Somebody from your past life. They came back this lifetime. They were demanding your prophet energy to come to them so they can get a profit. What profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? They could have lost their soul. Some sort of war battle. You could be experiencing the fortunate influences of Jupiter at this time. This is a knockoff here. The knockoff wanted the sanctuary is your energy. They wanted that abundant energy. The knockoff. They needed to knock that off. Cool it. Stop it. Don't do that. Don't keep trying to do that. You know you're wrong. They know they were wrong here. Exit 666, they were enemy. The enemy has to exit. They tried to play a role of an angel, but they're a demon. Okay, period. You could be bold here. You could be bold. Your name could be Daniel. You could be meeting somebody named Daniel pretty soon. Period. It keeps coming out. You know who this person is. You know who this person is. It keeps coming out. You know who they are. I see Saturn here. Saturn shows hard work. You see, the collective put their work in. Persistence. Woo. Persistent hard work. You show persistency here. Persistent hard work. Perseverance. Saturn can show us a mass of people. You could be globally known. Yeah. Saturn can give fame, which can last from generation to generation. Somebody was wicked. A few people. You show persistency. Mother Yemiya? Yemiya. She's coming through. She could have chosen you. Go look up Yemiya's energy. Saturn can show diseases. I told you they could be sick. Sick at your success. We saw them as jealous. You could be globally known. You could be persistent, hard worker. You've showed perseverance. You could be a Scorpio. When a thief kisses you, count your teeth. Scorpio and Taurus, they're zodiac opposites. Scorpio rules sex, Taurus rules money. This is a sex addict that was trying to get some money. Cleanup time, trying to take the energy of a abundant person to get some money. The owner to the abundant energy is claiming their energy. Take this message how it resonates. The collective is claiming what's theirs. They're the owner of what's theirs. It's theirs. It's not up for grabs. It's not up for debate. It's not to be manipulated. It's not going unnoticed that you're trying to manipulate or that they're trying to manipulate. You could be a reincarnated ancient soul. You could have been a powerful person in the previous life. You could be rare. It keeps coming out. You have a unique spiritual aura. You may like that song Let It Burn by Usher. They could be burning. Told you they could have an STD. There's the Aphrodites. There's the goddess of love, Aphrodite. She's the most beautiful of all the goddesses. You're pure of heart. That could be the beauty energy. The most beautiful of all. With the pure heart energy could show your heart. You could be pure of heart. My goodness. Look at the saliva. I see saliva here. Our saliva can be used for a blessing. Okay? Period. But it can be used to dominate and control people if it's used in the wrong way. You see how what was her name? Celie? She spit in Mister's cup in the movie The Color Purple. That could be used in a very bad way. I mean, duh, right, collective? But saliva can be used as a protective agent as well. Yeah, you could be a mystic woman. I see the Greek messenger, Hermes. You could be very fertile. A fertility deity, Hermes, could be working with you. He could be frequenting you. Okay, I pick up on Yemiya. There's Hermes as well. Most people don't love you. Somebody didn't love you. They love how useful your energy is, or they saw it as something that could be useful to them. Okay, they saw your energy as something that could be useful to them. Period. Beneficial. They wanted the energy of a starseed, but they're a demon. The demon wanted the energy of a starseed. Archangel Michael could have cut cord here. He could have cut a cord. Your birthday could be July the 3rd. Your birthday could be July the 5th. October the 2nd. The number 7 shows, it shows your spiritual connection to this person. Maybe a relative, old coworker, baby mama, baby father. The number 3 shows them being a criminal. The number 6, they sick. Or some sort of connection with you and them is on the rocks. Irreparable. The number 76 can show this. The number 89, yeah, they could be like a dark robber. 89 can show violent robber. 89 can show this. Could be, this is instability concerning a dangerous robber. Their name could be Roberts. It's known in the spiritual records. The number 57, the year 2026, this energy is current. They stabbed you in the back, the number 10. They wanted some diamonds. They wanted some pearls. They tried to hurt you, or they saw hurting you. They wanted to hurt the starseed because they wanted some diamonds and pearls. You may like the late singer Prince's music. You could be pregnant with twins. Congratulations. You could be a twin flame. Damn, they tried to hurt a twin flame. Ooh. The twin flame is a starseed. Dang. There you go again. They slandered you. They made a statement. It's possible that they did that may have damaged your reputation, or there was some sort of attempt to do it. You're not lacking anything, but they may have wanted you to. They may have wanted you to be in their lackluster energy. You're not manifesting. You don't got nothing coming in, nothing going out, and you're like, what the hell? It's not even your damn energy. Something happened here. Something happened here. You could be in Rhode Island. Yeah, a federal crime happened here in some cases. This could be a RICO, a federal law used to prosecute individuals for committing multiple specific crimes. Criminal enterprise. You could like the actress Sharon Stone. They rolled a stone. They shared in rolling a stone. More than one person participating in rolling a stone. There's a papa who rolled a stone. His name could be Rico. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. Yeah, he could be a wanderer in the world, in the land. Period. Aquarius man. I told you there was a wicked family member involved. Scorpio female. They could be a grandmother. Damn. We saw them as elderly here. They have psychotic tendencies. They may have wanted you to vanish, or they may have tried to cause a bad situation. They could be your baby father. They psychotic. There's a Hindu god who could be keeping you safe. Period. The Hindu god protects the world against chaos and evil. Maybe the god Ganesh. I mean, he could be opening up your roads. So we get Ganesh. We get I see a Hindu god. We also get Mother Yemiya. I'm also getting the demon slayer Shango here. We get Archangel Michael. We get Archangel Azrael, Archangel Gabriel. Jesus Christ came out in this message. Oh my goodness. Our Heavenly Father, Jesus Christ. The ancestors showed up here. You have some famous people showed up in this energy here. Action against purpose. Somebody actively in their purpose came up their way. They're a grandmother, grandfather in some cases. They're elderly. It just keeps coming out. They're an elderly thief. They wanted the energy of a shaman. The shaman is a gifted seer. They could have tried to make you go crazy, half crazy here. You may like the singer Music Soul Child. He got a song called Half Crazy. This is an ex, in some cases, sensational. You're sensational. They could have some sort of obsession with trying to control you. This could be an ex. A copycat, an ex is here. A thief, a copycat, all kind of damn people. The copycat is a thief. There's a wicked family member, there's a toxic male. The wicked family member could be a toxic male in your family. So some sort of copycat shows some sort of jealousy here. We saw them opening up the message as jealous. Wow, they may have tried to curse you. How you going to curse somebody God is blessed? You can't curse nobody God is blessed. You can't curse nobody he's blessed. You could be soaking your feet in hydrogen peroxide. Hydrogen peroxide. Yeah, somebody was obsessive. You may have survived some people that were obsessed with you. A few of them obsessed with trying to control them. You had to suffer because they wanted things in life. Okay? They grieved you because they wanted things in life. You had to suffer because somebody else wanted something in life. God doesn't cause us to suffer because we want things in life. He tells us to ask. We got to do our part. He doesn't say you have to suffer and be punished because you want this. But they may have tried to punish his child because they wanted something. That's twisted. They wanted you to be unavailable to be in the year 2026. That's facts. Because they wanted something. You're protected. It's not denied. They may have wanted somebody that was protected to be denied. The protection is undeniable. God will never leave us nor forsake us. They may not have known that you were God's child. They may not have cared. Okay? God doesn't say, well, you have to be punished in order to get a blessing. I mean, in order to get what you want here. The number 11 is justice. They could have committed a RICO here. The number 11 confirms it. Because they wanted something? Okay. You had to be hurt. You had to experience somebody trying to take your whole identity, your whole life. Somebody may have wanted your soul, your spirit, your essence, your breath, your eyes, your vagina lips. Excuse the vulgar language. They may have wanted everything. Dang. They walking around with a hole in their soul. There's something about a money deity or some sort of money demon or something like that. Period. They're a criminal. There's coarse salt here. You may have used salt to remove heavy energy. Man, this feels heavy. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Third house. Criminal. Criminal. Communication about a criminal. The criminal victimizing. There was an attempt to victimize an earth angel. The earth angel, the light worker, the starseed, the chosen one. The chosen one. Because they wanted money. Okay? They chose to try to punish somebody because they wanted money. They're saying it's not true. They didn't play no wicked game. Okay? See, confusion is the biggest red flag. The energies will always match. You may like vegetables. Yep, confusion is the biggest red flag. Somebody you called off an engagement with the justice energy. Somebody you divorced from. You may like that movie Terms of Endearment. Some sort of contract. Essential. You could be a starseed. You have a contract. This could be somebody you met 10 years ago, quite frankly, that you haven't seen. That's been trying to use you as a support supply for their very physical existence here in this physical world. You had to suffer because they wanted support. Yeah, Make it make sense. You had to suffer because of that, because they had a wicked they had wicked desire here. Somebody in their ego. I see the administration energy. They could be getting locked up today. They could be getting booked today. Central booking. They were interfering. You already know. There's a few people. You had to be hurt. God's child had to be hurt. God doesn't even punish us. He doesn't punish you for having desires. And he says, I will give you the desires of your heart. He doesn't punish you because you want a car or you want a house. Okay, you want to be famous. You want to be in the entertainment business. He doesn't punish you because you want that. He says, I will give you the desires of your heart. I mean, he tells us that. He said, if we want something, we should ask. We're supposed to ask. We're supposed to seek it, and we're supposed to knock. And hey, it shall be open. Don't God say that? Don't he say that, collective? Don't he say that? These people say, oh, I'm going to knock his child upside the head. Okay? Period. Because I want a new car. I want to renew my lease. Okay, I want to get on a lease. I want a new lease. Period. New lease. In life here. Period. They wanted a second chance at life here. They wanted some sort of new beginning. This person thought that they could just, they try to do, and it's disturbing to think how many people may have attempted to harm you because they wanted some sort of new type of energy to be their reality. These demons. You may like the singer The Weeknd. Wicked Games. They may have flipped their car over here. The devil. Unhealed. The devil can show this. Unhealed. Unhealed. The devil with Capricorn can show a dark obsession. A dark wish with Neptune. So they wanted something here. And they decided, the plan was to go about it in a dark way. Scorpio, Capricorn with Neptune can show this. For some people, it's a man. Period. He tried to brutalize, or the intent was to victimize, brutalize. Taurus can show money. Venus is the planet of money. Let's just talk about it. She's the planet that governs that. I mean, Jupiter can show this, but Venus can show this. Saturn can show it as well. The moon can show it as well. Period. Your sun position could be in Gemini. Your sun position could be Taurus or Libra. If your sun position is Taurus, not even your sun position. I see Mars here. Taurus or Libra. The justice is for you to have your money. That's the justice. For you to be beautiful. Venus rules that. She is the planet of beauty and fortune. Taurus rules over all material wealth. Libra, they're practically the most beautiful zodiac sign. Let's just talk about it. Taurus too. Okay, that's Venus's energy. You could have significant Venus positions in your natal charts. Significant positions of Venus. They may have wanted your face to be all messed up. The devil. They may have wanted your face. I channeled this before. Damn, they may have attacked your face. You may have had breakouts. They may have tried. You may have seen a few people try to steal your energy. You may have a few people that may have literally tried to wear your face. Wow. Capricorn on the 7th house. November the 7th. Scorpio. January the 1st is Capricorn. Scorpio, Capricorn. Mars, Saturn. It's a dark battle. It's sad, collective. It's sad. But this is what we get here. We see you as somebody that could potentially be pure of heart here. I mean, the real possibility. And the sick part is they may have attacked your heart chakra. You may have experienced a cruelty, because somebody wanted something. Okay. And God may make their kids suffer. Their kids may have to suffer. Who knows how that's going to work, but it's possible. They may have, it's possible. You know, them tables do turn. What goes around comes around. You can't treat somebody like that and think that you're going to have some sort of happy outcome. You can't build your dreams around somebody else's suffering. Somebody may have tried to do that. They didn't care that you would suffer. They just saw you as a way to do something here, to get something here, to have some sort of benefit here. 44 years old, 54 years old. Dang, 77. Take the message how it resonates. Somebody born in the 70s, 71, 72. Your name could be Evelyn, 88. Somebody born in 78. 78 is going to show up their current spiritual records. They committed a heinous act, or they showed some sort of cruelty to one of Jesus Christ's people because they wanted material possession here. They had a wish. Neptune shows this. And they went about trying to get this wish accomplished in a dark way. Neptune shows this. Period. The collective has successfully managed to accomplish their goals. You have financial control here. Period. This could be somebody who could have been trying to get power of attorney. Some sort of a legal situation. Trying to take over something that belongs to you. Some sort of asset, will, deed, land, property. Something that you worked your tail off. It's something like that here. Yeah. The number 5. You may have experienced financial loss, hardships, temporary loss of faith, tough times. That makes it even worse. They may have took you through a situation in which you experienced tough times, loss of faith, financial loss, financial matters. Some investments you have made may have fallen through. This may have caused you to lose your damn faith. Some tough times. You invested your energy into your projects here. You laid the groundwork for your success. You have successfully managed to accomplish your goals. You're going to do this. It's going to show up in your spiritual records. Oh boy. Let's go ahead and close this out. Protect your children. Not just in the physical, but in the spirit as well. Period. Somebody thought that they could rock your foundation in the spirit because they wanted to use your vital divine energy as a source here. This is a narcissist. Period. This is an older narcissist. Male. Taurus. May the 1st is Taurus. May the 1st, 1977. Taurus shows the motive. Money being the motive. What they wanted, a new car, new house. They wanted to get into business. They was all in your business. They saw you as a way to get in the business here. A deal. They pretty corrupt here. Let's close this out. 1995, it shows them being some sort of sex demon. The number 1 shows them being masculine. Is known in the spirit, the number 7. The number 9 is a man. This is a dark man. Spiritually darker male. They could be physically darker than you. I mean, their continents could be. They show up as a dark worker. The number 89 shows them as a robber. A dark one. Violence. This all started out because somebody was jealous of you. Let me go ahead and say that again. The energy showed us this opening up this message with the color green. You could be in Maryland. This is how this started. Okay. All because somebody's jealousy of you here. 1982 is here. I rebuke all negative energy in the name of Jesus Christ. The color yellow shows our solar plexus. You could be confident. Okay, period. Yeah. They wanted that energy. Your confidence, your joy, your energy. You may have experienced some loss of faith, financial losses, temporary loss of a lot of things here. You took some losses because somebody else wanted to have a victory here. You know how they say somebody got to lose and somebody got to win. They set it up for you to lose in order for them to win. It's enough money for everybody. I mean, the government printed every day. They saw you as a way to get some money. You could be a preacher, the color blue with the color yellow, minister. It's in your spiritual records, prophet. They were trying to get a profit. It just keeps coming out. It's not a crime to want to get some profits, but they try to commit a crime to get a profit. That's the crime. RICO. You could be in Honduras. Dr. Sebi, RIP. You could be a doctor. You could be a holistic healer. Your name could be January. You could like the singer Elvis Presley's music or his movies. RIP to the king of rock and roll. Period. You could be attractive. Your weight could have fluctuated. It don't matter. You still attractive. Period. The number 58 shows this. You're attractive Jupiter's energy. Jupiter is the planet of fortune. Period. You may be somebody who travels internationally. Jupiter can show this. He shows foreign land. Once again, this could have been an immigrant. Jupiter shows this. Saturn can show a roguish immigrant. Period. Wow. It's going to show up in the current spiritual records. Dang. They were wild. Look, wild. This is one of them wild motherfuckers. I feel like, excuse the language, I just feel like they have it's something like, ew, they could have a bad smell. Wow. It's a guy. A few of them, perhaps. You could have green fingernail polish, black hair, divine feminine. It could be 6 guys. 6 guys that try to make a wish come true by harming someone here. If I had one wish, it'll be for you to be hurt because I want some money. I'ma bully you, Starseed. I'ma bully you, light worker. I'm gonna make your life a living freaking hell, a nightmare. Because I've chosen to do this, because I want some money. This is the way I've chosen to get money. Okay, I'm the bad guy. I'm the villain. I'm the devil. Okay. That's their energy. Okay. You remember our Heavenly Father, He does not require us to not saying that He can't say He wants you to do this in order to, no, but not saying that now. But for the most part, He doesn't require us to have to gang bang and knock somebody's head off to get a damn blessing. He told us to ask. But we got to do our part. Looks like you've been doing your part. Period. You could be 62 years old. That's the current energy, 2026. The stars in a reverse, there's somebody unhealed. The villain is unhealed. The villain is the dark worker. The dark worker showed up because they were jealous. They seen a successful person here, this dark worker. Yeah, they're in the death energy. That's who they are. This could be somebody who could be, once again, they could have some sort of morbid fascination with death. Maybe the death angels, death spirits, spirits of the dead, the unrest, spirits that have not rested or fully crossed over. They could have a fascination with ghosts. Maybe. They pride themselves on being some sort of grim reaper. They could pride themselves on being some sort of grim reaper. Maybe they try to put the grim reaper on you. Oh, they try to put the grim reaper on the chosen one, 144. They chose to target the chosen one with the death energy. But what if you're the death angel? What if you hold that type of energy? What if you could have, maybe you have that type of power in the spirit where you could actually call those type of shots. You are 144. You're chosen. I mean, the death angel is our family. You may have felt his energy. Yeah. If you feel the death angel energy, pray. Pray immediately. He is no joke. He is no freaking joke. Wow. Yeah, they may have been dangerous. The number 48. Well, the death. Yeah, they're Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They may have been working with some dark spirits here. The number 7. I feel like the number 7, it shows the connection to the angel of death. It's known in the spirit that they may have tried to send out death here. Or they wanted, yeah, because they wanted money. They wanted some sort of career. Damn. Well, let's see. Or they wanted some sort of control over some sort of prominent person here. The money. I don't know. I don't know. I know that that's all a possibility. Let's go ahead and, your name could be Trevor. They thought they were clever. This is an emperor in a reverse, a neglectful father. He can show a deadbeat, actually. A deadbeat dad. Oh my goodness. A Queen of Cups in a reverse, it can show an emotionally manipulative, narcissistic mother. Period. The King of Pentacles can show them being money hungry. Period. Ooh, somebody in your family. Or this is a family? Corrupt family came after you. This could be, I don't know. This is a wicked female in your family for sure. Wow. They tried to take from your well of goodness and put it in their own. They tried to take from your storehouse to put in their storehouse. How does that work? Because God tells us that that thieves cannot break in heaven. Store up your treasures in heaven where thieves cannot break in. There's a thief here. The devil is a thief. They're in the judgment. Archangel Gabriel. Woo! Ooh. If you feel Archangel Gabriel, you may have this ability to know he's in your energy. The death angel, Michael, all the archangels. Period. Ooh. Ooh. So you could be like the death angel. You could be like the judgment angel. Somebody may have called the judgment of death upon you, and that landed them. It's like the trap fell on them when they done that. The snare. You know how a mouse gets into the trap, and once he steps into the trap, he has been caught. Basically, that's what happened here. Take this message how it resonates. Wow.